It's Friday, February 15th, and this is the 24 Hours of Bitcoin, presented by intro-to-cryptos.ca. Bitcoin price news today, it looks like our bull flag is about to be confirmed. Let's take a look at what has shaped up since yesterday. And before we do, just a quick look at our disclaimer, which you can read in the description down below. As we get into the video today, we always start off with the long-term view of Bitcoin, but there's a comment here from yesterday. It says, I look at Bitcoin all day and I see heavy price suppression. Every tiniest attempt to pump gets smashed down. It's completely unnatural. This has been going on for weeks. Either it will break free of its chains for the large move up coming soon, or they are trying to kill it off completely and it will never move again. Bitcoin is becoming a stable currency, and that would be odd. So let's take a look at what's going on right now with the prices and compare it to what we've seen in the past. So here we are looking at the one-day bars of Bitcoin for, let's click on 1 year. Here we go. And take a look at how far above the price, the 200 period moving average is right now. Now let's go back to 2015, the last time prices were this far below the 200 period moving average. And what I want to do is grab some Fibonacci. Let's go over this first range that prices went, and I'll kind of exclude some of the wicks. And you can see here on this Fibonacci where prices came up to these levels and up and down, and stayed in that Fibonacci range under the 1.272 all the way along until the bull market broke out, and then that became support. So let's take a look and see what this price range was here. I know that if I click Shift and do this, I can drag it out and get a percentage of that range. So if I click again, there's 28%. 28%. So let's clear that stuff off now and go back to the present and zoom in on where we are now here today. And I'm going to do much the same thing. We're going to grab the Fibonacci retracement and we're going to go over this range, the first range that we did. And here's our 1.272. I'm going to drag this over, and now I can click on Shift and get a percentage range here. Click on that, and that's 25% range of price. So we're actually doing very, very much what we did in 2015. And if that's the case, then here are our ranges that we can expect to be trading. We can expect it to work its way up to this 1.272. I was thinking the 1.6, but we'll see where it goes. And then we'll probably stay within this range for a while until prices come to cross over the 200 period moving average, with the 200 period moving average either being flatline or going up. So if the 200 period moving average is going down still and the prices come up and cross it, they're not going to stay above it. They're going to come back. So this is where we're watching for right now over the next couple months. Now let's zoom into the 24 hours. Right now we're looking at the 1 month view and the 4-hour bars. Take a look at what the RSI has done since yesterday. Yesterday we were looking at the RSI saying, well, there's no bullish divergence on this. Now there is, where this is flattening off a little bit and prices are ticking up. We'll zoom in on the price in a second. I want to go over now and take a look at the on balance volume, which is still looking pretty negative here for this moment, as we're looking at our parallel channel that's descending, which I think is a bull channel. And then the picture I used for the leader was the MACD indicator histograms coming almost to positive, and these two moving averages almost crossing over. That's a bull sign there if they do cross over and that turns positive. Now let's get rid of the indicator so we can zoom in on the chart itself and zoom into the 1 week view. You know, I'm a sucker for the 1, 2, 3 bottom formation. I'm always looking for it in every different price size and every different time frame. So let me move this up, and I'm going to get rid of the Bitcoin underneath. And we're looking at a 1, 2, 3 bottom formation here. Prices just brushed above it and they've come back and retest. So now we could say these would be both our number 1 points. This would be our number 2 and our number 3. And since we're coming to breaking out of this parallel channel at the same time, as we have these indicators starting to cross over on different time frames, it looks like a good moment for the breakout. Now, to wrap things up, let's take a look at Bitcoin, Ethereum, Litecoin, and Stellar to see how they're all shaping up together. These were looking, if I go into the 1 hour view, these were looking like a top formation here and had broken trend lines. If I go into the 1 hour view for Litecoin, we're seeing like a head and shoulders top formation here. Prices broke down below it. A little bit of pressure, but not enough to break back up above these levels to negate this head and shoulders top formation right now. So these are still looking bearish, actually, as they were yesterday. And I was still thinking that we were going to see stronger prices. So this is not breaking out yet, but is starting to show a little bit more bearish tendencies or bullish tendencies. Zoom into the 1 hour view of Stellar, and we can see it bounced a couple times off here, and we could call this a descending wedge that it's broken up out of, which is good for the entire market overall. Now, just to reflect finally on the all of the cryptocurrencies, we do this scan every day over on the other channel that reviews 50 different cryptocurrencies and grades them according to their bullish or bearishness. Right now, most things are neutral. The green and yellow are bullish. The red and orange are bearish. It's sort of floating along sideways. And if you'd like to learn more about how we're doing these studies, you can go to intro-to-cryptos.ca and sign up for the free chapter of my book. You can also get the Bull Market Watch spreadsheet when you sign up there, and we do all sorts of ongoing training that you would be able to benefit from. And that about wraps it up for this quick review of Bitcoin prices. I'm still anticipating that we're going to see prices coming up out of this. I would color that green. I'm still anticipating a move up. Maybe we'll see a good strong surge right to that 1.272. It could come up just a small range, as this one has come up just like that. We'll see how this turns out. Thanks again for tuning in. Thanks for the thumbs up and all of the people subscribing lately. This is awesome. Very encouraging. I appreciate your audience. Thanks again, and bye for now.